Greetings, sister goddesses! My recent trip to Denmark was a 4-day whirlwind of connecting with the sister goddess community in Europe. Surf goddess Beth and I first arrived in Copenhagen, where I attended a book signing of the Mama Gena School of Womanly Arts book in Danish, translated by sister goddess Anja, with a foreword by sister goddess Lone. It was a magical event with a bevy of sister goddesses, rose petals, and of course, a pink feather boa. The next day, we traveled to Sweden. I taped a segment for Zen TV with sister goddess Trine. Check out her website. Imagine my surprise in a nearby cafe when I saw this item on the menu.
Vad önskar du dricka?
I'd like to have the hot mama.
I just asked you what you want to drink.
You, Mastery, and Inner Circle grads will appreciate this one.
Vad önskas?
I would like the beef salad, please.
We traveled back to Copenhagen, where I presented my one-day crash course in the womanly arts for the goddesses of Europe. A few rose petals and some boas, and we were completely hooked up with a European pussy palace. We had over 100 of the best and brightest women in Scandinavia who have precisely the same issues, concerns, and deep rivers of unlived passion that we have here in the U.S. Sister Goddess Kirsten, a Mastery and Inner Circle graduate, was our host for the event.
I've done so much to try to convince people. I said to them this morning, the only excuses to stay away is if you give birth today or if you're madly in love and can't get out of bed. Because this is so important, don't you agree?
I will never forget these women and their stories. In just one day, we created a deeper global sisterhood. Then, because a goddess always takes her pleasure while traveling, surf goddess Beth and I flew to Iceland late at night and were floating in the Blue Lagoon by dawn. The Blue Lagoon is an underground hot spring with a thick silica bottom that feels like silk under your feet.
And it feels so soft. It's like liquid snow. Absolutely exquisite. Here we go, Mama Gena's at the Blue Lagoon. We are not on the surface of the moon. These are lava rocks covered in moss. We're on our way to the Blue Lagoon. Somewhere at the top of the world.
After soaking in the lagoon, we took a visit to the horses of Iceland, who are so strong they can hold a 300-pound man even though they're the size of a pony. We decided we flat out had to ride before we left the country, and it was so incredible it felt like controlled flying. We flew back to New York in time for Halloween and the Worldwide Sister Goddess reunion in Miami. I returned home with so much gratitude for having stood for this revolution long enough to have an impact internationally. My desire is to widen the trail and deepen the connection with our sisters in Europe. Keep your eyes on sistergoddess.com, where our sisters from Denmark are joining us this month. See you there, and remember, during this holiday season, insert pleasure into your travel plans. See you soon!